That's good. Whoops, oh, it's stuck on my necklace. We'll put it off slightly to the side. Yeah, I know, I can hear myself. Hello, testing, testing, talking into my boobs. Whoa, it's on the big screen now. Good morning. I just gotta turn my volume down on a couple more devices so I'm not hearing myself. Okay, there we go. Okay, I'm just kind of using my table extension from my other machine beside this machine. It doesn't fit on this one, but I want a flat surface right here as I make the base of this next basket. And we've gone to my original machine. Her name is Nicole, I named her after my sewing teacher. Shout out Nicole at Spool Sewing Studio. But we got to spin some bobbins because we're going to use a different kind of rope today. We're going to use this big jute rope. And this thickness of this rope is the main reason why I need to use this machine, because unfortunately the way they designed the other heavy duty machine that I have, which I love, the presser foot does not go up very high on this machine. Here it looks like they're fairly similar, but here I have that little bit more, and there you still push it up here on this lever for this machine, but this one just gives you that extra clearance and it fits it under here without getting bunched up and clogged up. But it is quite hard on the machine, so I kind of saved this old machine for things where I don't mind sort of beating it up a little bit rather than the newer machine. Well, it doesn't fit, so I can't use the other machine, but I definitely wouldn't use this jute rope on any of my other ones because I like to save that for fabric jobs. Okay, I'm gonna tie. I don't really want to tie the hair back yet because it's still wet. So we'll wait on that. See how long I last with it down. You still have power. Funny thing about this one though, which is also good, this is just on the side, is when I'm doing the bobbins, it's a front loading bobbin. So it's a little different when you take it on and off. We have a bobbin in here, so we'll use that one for spinning. I probably should have spun these on the other machine before I switched them over, just because it does it a heck of a lot faster, but I did this, so this is what we're doing. So we're going to use this color thread. Come back a bit, because it'll match the stuff as much. Oh yeah, I got to turn my thing on so I can see the chat. I just realized. Where are they? Are they already plugged in? And how do I know if they're working? They're not. I might need help with that, babe. I don't know. No. Okay, just sorting a few techie things out here. Hey, babe, how come this one's not going to this screen?
Oh, we need mod.
No, I want to look at the chat, but this is the one you push, but it's on the video. It's weird. What did I do there? What did you do there? Good morning, Poops McPlenty. I didn't see. Thank you for the follow. It came up and then it went, and I didn't see exactly who it was. There's a couple people watching, so I don't like to call people out unless they let me. I missed the alert. Babe, where do I plug this one in? In here? Okay. Okay, we're almost sorted completely. Okay, I'll turn this down as well. Okay, just saying goodbye in another chat I was in. And open this up here. Okay, we're all set. Back. Oh, I can hear the silly sounds I'm making. Streaming makes you very aware of like your mannerisms and different things you do, and if you say a lot. Even just the sound of my voice, I'm still getting used to like hearing it. Because I kind of want to monitor the tech and stuff and make sure it's all okay. So I have it running on another screen. This is a lurk-friendly channel, so please know that. I want to make this a welcoming space for everybody. I haven't really set chat rules or anything yet, but it's the basic stuff. Be kind. Preferably no politics, mind you. That doesn't mean I won't talk about fast fashion and what it's doing to the environment, but aside from that, and support local economy wherever you live. Okay. So it's going to be a little bit of noise for a second here. Oh, what am I doing? Gotta turn the machine on. I turned it on, then I turned it off again for some reason. Whoa, this machine... This machine is so much brighter than the other one on camera. The other one's this gray color, so... I gotta slap some more stickers on this baby. Good thing I've ordered some. I've ordered some from, actually I'll see if I can do a shout out in the chat even though they're not here, from someone who has helped me with streaming tips and questions and things I have about all this. So I'm gonna put them in here, just so you guys can maybe have a peek at their stuff. They do digital art, they're called Canvas Monsters, and they do really cool stuff. He does a lot of like canvas paintings of his monster characters on stream and how he creates them digitally too. I'm gonna move this over so you guys can see me a bit better. Great, and you'll see the basket go this way. They have to be in the chat for me to call them out. Well, there's their name in there. I don't know if I did that right, but I'm still figuring this all out. So today we're gonna make a big basket, hopefully. Sometimes things are very dependent on what your machines do and how well they cooperate with you. And I only use this one once in a while, so there's no guarantees. But we'll see what we can do. I hope she's cooperating with us today. Yes. Are you making fun of me? My husband's making fun of me because of how it sounds on the TV when I laugh. Does it sound higher on the TV than in person? No. Finish talking, then laugh, he says. Okay. That's not the real one. Oh, I just noticed that Poops Plenty left little purple hearts in the chat. purple's my favorite color. Oh, this machine is so much quieter than the other one. That's one nice thing about it. Spin, 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 spin. Spin, 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 spin. Okay. I think we're gonna need quite a few, so it's gonna be a big basket, so I'm gonna spin it a couple more. Oh, I forgot to make myself a second coffee before I sat down. And now my husband's on his computer doing his thing. Might pop off to just put the water on real quick. Not off, but just away from the machine for a second. Oh, there we go. Does that sound? Oh, yeah, that's not too bad. Just listening to the TV. Machine. Okay, we got 3. Got one more empty one sitting here, so we'll do 4. Yeah, look at it, got my finger. I don't know if you guys can see that. I guess that's the one good thing about having it over is you can kind of see what's happening more with the top third if I had the machine moved over. Oh, I moved my grippy mat underneath. Yeah, it's a little more straighter. Okay. Just watching the thread as it goes along, seeing how well it's doing. It's not picking up anymore, so that's good. I find this machine will stop when the bobbin's full sort of more easily. The other one's more powerful, so it's much easier for me to overspin onto a bobbin, which is not great because then you can break them. Don't really want to do. Sometimes they like crack and they're overstuffed, but you don't know it, and then you put it in your machine to use, and then it just makes a whole big old mess. So this might take a couple minutes for me to get kind of used to using. This one has a jeans needle in it already. I primarily use a jean or a universal for my sewing. Okay, headphones, glasses, hair, necklace. It's a lot of stuff going on here. Okay, I think we are going to tie the hair back. Just one sec. It's semi-dry. Can't tie it. I don't like to wear ponytails too tight because they hurt my brain if I do. I don't know what it is about. It can give me a headache. Okay, so while this is an older machine, it does still have a needle threader on it, which is amazing. Okay, now I gotta, wow, I haven't done a front loading bobbin for a while. It's still the same sort of way. You still put the bobbin in so that your bobbin looks like a P with your thread coming down when you're looking at it. Same with front loading as top loading. There's just a section of it. I don't want it at the right. Oh my goodness, I just tried to put it in without the casing on it. It's been a while. Goes in this thing. First. That's pretty funny that I did that. Okay, I'll put this on. Go pick up the bobbin. Oh. Let's see what's happening here. I gotta get a little lower so I can see this. Oh, there we go. That sounds better. Oh, it didn't pick it up. Let's make sure I did it right. There we go. That worked. Okay, put this baby on. I'll start it without the table on it, because it's just going to start small. I move this over so I. Okay, we'll get a little starter, sort of fiddlehead started for this, and then I will go and boil the water for my coffee. Whoops, what was that? Oh, it's just my notebook. Yeah, my notebook with chat prompts, because sometimes I forget to say stuff. No filters here. It's total honesty. Real life. Okay. Okay, I gotta reacclimate to this machine because it's different areas for the settings that I'm going to. Reverse is there. We're gonna start with a straight stitch, so going back to A. Let's see, look, there's even room to spare. Singer, I wish that the HD machine had that presser foot go up higher. Be amazing if that changed in the future when I'm due for a new machine. Oh, are my feed dogs not engaged? They might not be. Where's my feed dogs? Oh, it's probably. See, oh, I just stepped on my headphone cord. I'll take it off for a second, because I think. Oh, it's right here. Oh, no, they were. is going on? How come my feed dugs aren't coming up? They're moving, but they're not. But they're not coming up all the way. Just bear with me here, guys. Oh, there we go. They're higher now. Okay. That should fix it. But I might do... I was going to do a test thing on a different rope, just because this isn't the... It is pretty fibrous rope, so it's not always the best indicator when you're trying to set your settings. Okay. I'll just take it slow. Under. And I will probably need my jump stitch. This little guy. You put it under your presser foot if you're really close to the edge of your material or your rope or whatever you're doing, so that it won't just like mess up the feed dugs and the height of how it's moving. Common over like large seams, like say like on jeans or like tri-folded materials. There's your seam jumper. I think that's what it's called. I may get terms wrong sometimes. Please feel free to correct me. Or I've just given them their own sort of names that I use. Like my polka squares, that's definitely not a term. Okay, I'm gonna put this behind the chair so I stop tangling it up with the rope. And I gotta move my pedal over so it's more comfortable. Well, I hit something there. It's gonna hand crank back. Oh, I thought it might have been the feed dog thing, just springing back the switch. Its resting spot. What's that? There'll be more stuff like fiber and stuff inside this rope that I'm using. So you're a little more likely to catch stuff on your thread. Hopefully it's not creating a bird's nest back there. Wouldn't be able to move very much if it was, but I'm going to take it off just to be sure. Oh, there is a little one. So I'm glad I took it off so we can snip it, and might take the bobbin out just to see. Might be a little slow to start here, but then once we get rolling, we'll be going round and round. Just want to make sure. I'm going to take this thread off and try and one zigzag. There we go. Okay. That's my brush too. These are things I probably should have done before I even got on stream. But live and learn. Live and learn. Live and let learn. It's my own version of the song. But all I think about is like the King Froggy, Shrek's father-in-law, when I hear that song now. They played that at his funeral in the movie. I liked a lot of the music pairing choices in the Shrek films. They were pretty good. This is a pretty narrow stitch, so I'm going to make it bigger. These stitches are a bit smaller at the settings than like a 2 on this machine for length. It's going to be a little smaller than a 2 on my other machine. Not a ton, but like a little bit. I do find sometimes there can be big differences in machine to machine. Words, remember those? Gotta practice talking and sewing at the same time. I could like usually sing along to something and sew, but this has been very good practice for multitasking for my brain. Which I guess you'll probably just hear me say a lot, but I'm all about exercising my brain and multitasking so I can get better at certain skills. I don't want to make this stream all about my brain and head injury, but the main reason I do sew from home is for that very reason, because having a conventional 9 to 5 is too taxing on my brain, and I often will get migraine. It's a chronic migrainer, so this is why I sew at home. And I just work in a little gift shop that I also sell some stuff at once or twice a week for about a half-day shift. And that between all the other life stuff that you gotta do and get done, like meals and shopping and doggy walks and whatnot, it seems to be enough. Even all the regular things, my resolution this year is to sort of just be more consistent all around. Okay, so we're gonna go this way, so I'm gonna come back this way. And the only thing not fun on this machine is my button for reverse is way over here. So I have to I gotta learn to hold things with my left hand while pressing that and sewing. On the other machine, it's up here, a little higher. Okay, we're going zigzag now. 5, I think is how I used to do it on this machine. 2 and 5, 2.5 and 5 actually. I think I used to do 2.5. On the other machine, it's 2. Okay, seems okay. I love the look of the jute rope when I'm doing stuff, but it is not my favorite material to work with just because it's kind of itchy feeling. This bigger stuff doesn't make me react, this brand of stuff. I had a smaller jute rope that I used that sold really well that just, I kind of broke out in like bumps all over my hands and I got kind of asthmatic, so I couldn't keep using that, which was unfortunate, but I should keep trying to source out other size jute because it is a popular one for like the people that like a more neutral, earthy kind of a palette, especially for larger baskets and posters and things. If you have sort of that plain, earthy palette type going on style in your home. Oh, and it sounded a little, see like those, that's usually going through coarser fiber in the rope there when the machine gets louder. Or those fibers have gone down into the bottom casing area and the machine's mad at me as a result, like this kind of stuff. It's like, oh yeah, it's just too blown out in that camera. More like in my hand, that stuff, it's just sort of comes out of the rope as you're doing it. Oh, I do have cold coffee right here. I'll have a couple sips of that. Still tastes good. I do like iced coffee and cold brew and stuff, so yeah, that'll do for now. So when this gets a bit bigger, I'll put my table here so I can kind of just have a nice flat surface. Eventually, I think maybe, yeah, getting an actual sewing table where you can sink your machine down would be a good. I think if we really do make a move on setting up this space, just refining it as time goes on for podcasting and streaming for both of us. Keep my eyes open. Sometimes people are selling them on Marketplace, so especially if they're downsizing a home or like an estate sale. It doesn't have to be like a new sewing table. It could be one of the more retro-y ones that used to hold a Singer or something like that. These like cabinet-looking jobbies. Whoa, we stopped there. What happened there? Oh, it's fine. It just did a thing for a second. Keep thinking my husband's talking to me, but he's talking to his game or to the guys, these people that he's playing with. I'm not a gamer. I don't mind watching people play games, especially if it's like really cool visually and they've got a cool storyline, neat quests and tasks that you gotta do. I've tried to play a few smaller games with my husband, but I don't know, I don't take to it as easily, especially now with my screen time and brain power. So I can watch my screen time staring at a screen. This is a bit different with being on stream because I can kind of glance at the chat and focus on the sewing as well, and I can do it at any pace I like. Gaming, I feel like I can get real hooked in and be on there for hours and hours and hours and hours and keep my brain thinking for it. Having said that, I feel like there are a few games out there where I've sort of seen different streamers playing more like sort of simmy kind of games where you like get to pick out things that your character has, and those ones could be kind of fun. Maybe I might just try and do like a few things that other people that I enjoy following or doing. Like if they're playing, I can hop on and play with them. If they're, don't mind having a newbie on a game as well. I'm finding I want to be really aware of like how much, I guess like what I'm saying on people's chats and being a newbie and stuff like that. I don't want to like make a mistake or sound like I'm self-promoting when I'm just trying to say, hey. Everyone's been very welcoming and really kind. So some polite reminders when I worded things a certain way. This is always appreciated. Okay, so much fiber on me now. And the thing, I really like using rope when it's on a spool, a big huge one, because then it doesn't do this. See how it's like just like all tangled and twisted. So I do have to be aware of how much it's doing that. But I am going to take a second. It's a good standing break. And I am going to take this off of here. But I'm going to use these to cut it because I don't want to use my other ones. Go. Didn't actually need to cut it. It wasn't a complete piece. Just came off like that. Okay. Oops. Oh, I may have regretted doing this, but it's too late now. It's done. My puppy doesn't get too interested in what's happening here. Okay. little bit of work doing this now will help us see the basket grow more continuously later. That's the hope anyway. This just flashes me back to when I first started sewing rope bowls, and I would basically just get them in these same bundles, various sizes at different hardware stores, before I sort of sourced out a supplier for larger amounts of rope on a spool. Oops, stuck on my little cart there. Just trying to untangle as I go. Oh, don't get the headphone cord in the mix. That's not what we want. Okay, I'm gonna use these, my coat rack up here is easier looping. Do 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 do. La 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 la. Okay, that and this I can use to untwist. When you're in the middle of doing your basket and it's attached to the machine, like you kind of gotta take it off and let it untwist, so that as you're feeding the rope into the base or the walls, it's not actually morphing your basket at all. So you don't really want to sew twisted rope, like force it over as you're sewing. It's a subtle difference when it's just slightly twisted, but it's one I've learned affects your piece for sure. Not all rope will do that, but depends how it's twisted or braided. Okay, just trying to get some of these out. Oh my gosh, I'm getting so much like little tiny jute fibers on the floor. Oh, I maybe should have worn my mask for this. Next time, it's pretty much done being untangled now. I do have a little mask I use for certain things. When I'm using the heat proof stabilizer in my bowl cozies, that's quite fibrous when I'm cutting and sewing, so sometimes I'll wear it for that. Okay. Okay, and take my headphones off, and I'm going to go in. Oh, I hear beans. I hear beans. Sounds like someone's making coffee, so I will not worry about that and sit down and finish my cold coffee so I can refill my cup. Yes, please. I drink half calves. Caffeine can be a trigger for headaches. Sometimes it helps them, but on a daily basis, I think it's a trigger. Okay. Yeah, well, the thing is I don't use this machine a lot, so I'm not sure. Do I want to slap the Canvas Monster stickers on here when I get them? I'll put at least one on here, I think. And then save the others for my other machine. Because it will be on stream more, and then if people say, hey, what's that cool sticker? I can tell them. I can't remember who it was that was asking about the sticker I had on my other machine. It was like the Nirvana smiley face with the X's in the eyes. I would like to get stickers printed with my logo and stuff. I haven't really officially set or branded or copyrighted my logo, but I gotta talk to my tattoo artist first, hoping that I can use the image that she drew up for me. I had the idea and she drew it up, and then we put it on my arm. It's this one here. I think I may be a simplified version just with the spool and say one daisy, and then my name here maybe. I think that would be a nice one to do. And I can use it. I'm thinking maybe I'll get a stamp made out of it too, so I can use the stamp for multiple things without having to order every time. Like, what if I need paper bags for merch when people are buying stuff at markets, or could use them on my actual tags. I mean, I don't make so much stock that it would be hundreds and hundreds of tags I'd have to put on, so I think stamping a few tags to put onto my items is fine, and it's, I think, cost effective that way. And you can use it in letters or cards or different things when people order stuff. Yeah, it just sort of slightly, it wants to stay and do really close zigzag stitches when it gets to like a rough part in the rope. So I just kind of got to guide it through that. It's the only thing about the headphones is it kind of muffles the machine noise. And I do like to hear my machine because it's kind of like a car, right? It'll make certain sounds that it's not supposed to make when things are not going right. So often you might see me with just like one headphone up. At least till I get buds that fit me. The wireless buds I have kept falling out. So that's okay. I feel like every time I stream, we're sort of adding things, fixing things, tweaking things. Right now, the main thing is really consistency online. So I posted a schedule that I'm going to try and keep to. I felt super conflicted about the time I would pick because I find a lot of the streamers I already followed would stream at similar times. And I'm like, oh, I don't want to do it at the same time they're doing it. But then I'm like, well, I do have multiple devices. I could play their stream and be involved and say hi while I'm still streaming. I just sort of have to be mindful of it. But realistically, this is the time that I think will work best for me with consistency. I think that I still would probably like to stream in the evening at certain times. I'm just not sure what days are going to be best for that, for energy and self-care. So I'm going to start with what I've got now at the Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 10 till noon. Sometimes I'll go more, hopefully not less, unless I have a migraine. And then just grow it from there and see what will work best. Plan anyway. Still catching. Everything look okay? Got my cute tech guy is lingering, moving a few things around me. And it has the best username ever on Twitch.
Give me a more review because you're being hidden a lot by this.
Oh yeah, thanks. I was thinking the same thing. Yeah, just to get a better view. Better view of me. I keep looking at my phone instead of the actual camera. Oh, whoops, the gals, Giselle, my wooden cell phone holder, which I refer to as a gal, moved. It's gonna... No, I forgot. I forgot to announce it. So I guess I could do it now. I should do is just post the schedule and pin it up to the top of my Instagram and Facebook. No, that's true. I'll get a little further. Well, I don't know. Okay, maybe we'll stop. I'm going to stop for a second and at least announce it because it is important to get in the habit of doing that. Blah, blah, blah. Till Okay. I'm gonna go back to, it's already been 45 minutes. Holy moly, where'd the time go? Okay, do this real quick. Story. And we'll do the same photo we did before. But I will change that in the future. Just gotta find it in my camera roll. Okay. Oops. Okay, let's change that. Oh, color. And then add the little Twitch and YouTube thingamadoobers. YouTube, gotta do it right. Okay, done. Come on, you can do it. You can do it, you can do it. I believe in you, Nikki. Nikki's my machine's name if you're just tuning in. Oh. Why does that stitch look so small? I'm gonna put it up to a 3. But just this rope is so big that it needs it. Okay, and I do need to put the table back in because it's starting to flop a little. Good morning, Scottish Mind Games. Yeah, good day so far. How about yourself? How's your day going? I guess it's afternoon for you. It's 10 to 11 a.m. here on the west coast of Canada. Oh, it's the 8-hour difference, right? If I'm remembering. I used to always doing that calculation when I was over there in September, so I wasn't texting people too late. It's pretty flat there. Oh, nice to be home then. First day back at work after all the Christmas holiday stuff. Yeah. Hopefully the day went okay. I know those kind of days when you go back after a break like that can be a bit, you know, laggy. Feel like you're dragging your feet. At least I do anyway. I'm using one of my very first sewing machine today I'm using. That's why you've got this bright white staring back at you. Yeah, I bet it was hard to stay awake back. Yeah, for sure. And we're using this, my original machine, so I can use it on this thicker rope because my presser foot comes up much higher. Oh, I know. I love that sticker. Technically, that sticker was supposed to be for an art prompt that I got from a friend of mine. And then I didn't actually do that art project that week, but so I put the sticker on my machine. And I'm just realizing how much blank space I have on this one. I guess because I never really looked at the back, I didn't think about putting it there. I've got a few faves on here that I'd love on my other machines too. I've got this cute Starry Night star. Yeah, yeah. It is. I have Starry Night Van Gogh boots, vegan leather boots. I love them. They basically like look like Docs, but they're not. But with Starry Night all over them. It's my gal pal texting back. We're gonna try and connect at some point. I've got this really cute rainbow too that has glasses on and it's reading a book, which is like reading rainbow. Which is a very popular show back in the day here in North America. And they've just are doing it again now though with this librarian that kind of got insta famous. I'm forgetting his name at the moment, but and then so they've just he's going to be the host. Pretty sure they've already started it. And oh, I thought my thread broke there, but I want to tune in because it looks like it's going to be adorable. The reading rainbow. I used to know those words by heart, but I don't right now. The new theme song, well, same words, but new person singing it from the show back in the day when I was a kid, is just beautiful. She's got a lovely voice. I'll have to. I am following her on Instagram, so refresh my memory on the names of them. No, this is. It wasn't about reading in the show. I was saying earlier that this machine was quieter than the other one, but when you're sewing this kind of rope, not so much because it kind of makes noise. It's hitting all the lumps and bumps inside this rope. And was it, I don't remember if it was it you, Scottish Mind Games, that was telling me about the jute rope, the history of it? Can't remember if that was you or another chatter. They talked about it being like the trade for that country, like the main trade. Dundee, Judiopolis, that's right, okay. See, I sort of half remembered. But it's still a win on the memory board. I always take the memory wins. I don't have a great memory from heaven. Oh, yeah. Yeah, a lot of, yeah, that makes sense. I mean, yeah, India Trading Company. So I took a picture of that when I was in Edinburgh on one of the buildings right down before you go into Victoria Street. There was a building there and it had the old lettering in the brickwork for India Trading Company. I took a neat picture of that. There's new business signage on it now as well. But I liked that. That was something I would always sort of seek out when I was taking photos over there, was the older names on buildings. Sort of like a standing antique. Okay, why is this being so very loud? Take my headphones off for a second, or at least one of them. So we can listen to it. Yeah, that's too loud. I'm gonna pull it off and have a look inside, make sure nothing's going wrong. Oh, we got a spammer. I know. Yeah, that's what was so cool when I was in Scotland, is like everything looks like a castle. Oh my goodness. Wish I had a camera pointing into my bobbin casing. It is full of fibers and dirt. No wonder my machine is making all this noise. Bum, 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 bum. It's like, oh my goodness, like look at this. It just, that's just a little bit that I pinched out of there. That's just it all. Oh, it's hard to see. It's just like all these little bits that come off the rope. This is where I'm like, yeah, I really want to make this, but also I don't know if it's the jute rope fibers coming off in the machine as you're puncturing through it. And just in general, the ones you handle, the jute rope in general, it just sort of gets everywhere. It's just the nature of the beast with jute. It varies from rope to rope, even in the jute style, even using the jute type of rope, but it's just a very fibrous rope. So it kind of just is what it is. If it was really thin jute rope, it probably wouldn't do it as much. It's got to be slightly smaller. Slid down a bit, or maybe. Oh, that's better. I had them on the size my husband wears them at. That's much more comfortable now that I've made the headphones smaller. Oh yeah, people do make these things with hot glue sometimes, but and like you might decorate something that you can't punch through with a needle or even hand sew on after on the front of a basket with glue, maybe. Pardon me. But I don't really. It's just because I'm a sewer. I don't really want to have. I don't want to work with glue 24/7. I'd rather sew it. That's the main reason. Oh, it is a band logo for an album. Oh, I guess I gotta go this way so you can see it. There we go. This is the Riddle box. This band called ICP, Insane Clown Posse. All their albums were released under what they called Joker's cards. So one of the singers is an artist, so he would create these characters, and they would go on the album and they would talk about them in the songs. It's sort of horror rap. The lyrics are pretty harsh, so there's parental advisories on their albums usually, so fair warning there. They are called Juggalos, the band, and the people that follow them. And the females are often called Juggalettes. Oh, I've got the necklace on too. This is the little Juggalette with a little hatchet, and the other one is a dude with a hatchet. I was a little overwhelmed by them when I first started listening to them because my husband's really into them, but I really like them now. Well, you've met one online. I'm a Juggalette. Actually, I was chatting with some people last night, and they were surprised to hear I was a Juggalette, and they were definitely Juggalos because they knew all the lingo and the hand signs and stuff like that. That I don't know, was he doing WC for Wicked Clown? I always get it wrong, but it was funny to surprise them. Sometimes when you're short and cute, sometimes I get sick of being called cute, so I was called Cute. basically from a little baby to now. You want to also be tough and be a hard ass. I definitely have short girl syndrome. And I want to be like considered tough and womanly, not little and cute. No, it didn't help being a twin. No, yeah, everyone's like, you guys are so cute. Who's who? I mean, I love it too, though. Like, I loved being a twin. I always had a best friend to play with. We lived in a small town outside of a small town. So I always had someone to play Barbies with or go climb trees with or, you know, chill or torment. I was definitely the one that would sort of get us into trouble more. I was what you would call the evil twin. And my sister was the good twin. I was just cheekier and louder, a little more off the wall. She was a little more reserved and shy. Saw it often, more sensible. She would look before she leaped. I would just jump. But we're still very, very close. She lives about 3 hours away from me. And we text almost every day. So I'm very thankful and grateful to have a relationship like that with my sister. I have a really good relationship with my older sister too. Okay, I think I just have to like know that this is going to mean I have to take this on and off more. Using this rope, and that's fine. The thing I was talking about the other day on my stream was how I do like how it sort of slows me down while I'm making. When I'm home on my own, I feel like before I started streaming, it was always about how much can I make? How much can I do? What did I accomplish today? And I was just really sucking the fun out of the sewing. Especially if you rush to make stuff and it just sort of sits in the shops for a while and doesn't sell. You don't see that return. So I really like the streaming side of things, of building a community and talking to people while I'm sewing. Sewing at home when working from home can be lonely sometimes. So I like that it sort of introduced that part of it into my life, and also to appreciate when a project when it just takes a little longer because I'm taking my time. Oh, the reason I took that off was so that I could untwist a few things before it goes back on. Definitely all about the journey. I agree with you there. Because I've sewn for quite a long time, like over 10 years, I often feel like, oh man, I got to have accomplished all this other stuff. I see people that have sewn for like a year and they're doing like full outfits and gorgeous makes, and I don't know, I think because sewing and fashion and clothes making is something I would love to do, but I feel so intimidated with the math and the patterns, and it's not enjoyable at all. So I think that's why I've stuck to baskets for so long. But I think there's worth and accomplishment in the stuff I make as well. I just have to remind myself of that. It doesn't need to be high fashion. Okay, slightly less untangled there. We will have to do it again. Okay, I gotta put this behind me so it doesn't get in with the rope. So this is definitely not big enough yet. Maybe for a teacup chihuahua. Oh, I think I'm gonna put my coffee on the other table so I don't get fibers in this. Thank you, Poops McPlenty, for the coffee. Okay, I'm gonna put it over here. So now that I've put my coffee on the other table, I just have to remember to drink it while it's hot. It's pref, but it's a little bit further away from jute fibers, so I won't be drinking all those. Scottish Mind Games, do you have like a pretty much like a 9 to 5 or Monday to Friday kind of gig with your office, schedule wise? Oh, okay, cool. I didn't realize you worked from home as well. That'd be ideal for my husband. He'd love to work from home. Bum, bum, bum. Okay, back to zigzag. Also, it's just going to be loud because it's this rope. Sorry, Nikki. Nikki is my machine's name, if I didn't tell you that. So tune in a bit later from when I started. I named this machine after my sewing teacher. Oh, and of course the bobbins right out. See, I went this far and didn't realize. But even the most seasoned sewers will continue sewing while their bobbins run out. It's just a thing. Okay, so yeah, it's a front loading bobbin, so we gotta do this. But we have reinforcements right here. Ah, I'm dropping my bobbins. Where'd that one go? I'll put this one in and then try and find the other one. Might as well get some of these fibers out. I'm definitely going to have to maintenance this machine after I do this job, because what I'll do is I have little sewing machine attachments that go on the vacuum hose that I have, like just our house vacuum, and I'll use them to clean out the innards of the machine so it's happy and still works next time I use it. And once I'm doing that, I may as well do it with all of them. The vacuuming part, I don't know that I would do on camera because it'll probably just be loud, but I think I will do like just after I vacuumed out, I might show the parts on stream. Mainly also too, so if other people want to see that haven't purchased those attachments, they're definitely worth getting if you're a sewer. And then show people how they would oil their machine. It's always good to know. Okay, let's see. Straight stitch for a second. Let's go back there. Oh, that didn't make it go back. Oh, it's the other one. See, it's funny. Getting used to these settings because they're a bit different. My dials are different on here than my other machine. Pardon me. Go back to there. There we go. Round and round and round we go. Where it stops, no one knows. Bum, 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 bum. Oh, that's just a stray thread. Oh no, that's the thread from the bobbin I dropped, but I didn't pick up. Okay, let's see if I can find it. There it is. I like to pick up stuff right away because I don't want my dog to eat it. I gotta change more of my notifications on Twitch because I'm getting like alerts all the time. And I don't necessarily need alerts for everyone that I'm following. It's really just the ones I know I'll definitely go in and chat with right away. Ba, 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 ba. So I'm just gonna turn this alert off. Second. Whoa! My halo light decided to go crazy. I feel like I need tunes. Might just throw some on my phone here. What kind of music do you like to listen to, Scottish Mind Games? We were having some issues with the music going through at the same time as the stream and making things laggy, so we need to update a few things before we can do that again. Because I do like having the music on, because I think it is better to have music in the background, especially for like people that just want to have it on in the background and lurk, which is totally welcome. Because it helps for viewership and time. And I think it's just nicer to listen to in general. I'm going to go over to YouTube and just going to type royalty free and see what we got. Background music. Album. It's more a playlist I want, though. Oh, this is like commercial background music, royalty free. I don't want that. It's more of a... Oh, see how this one is. Nope, that's the same. Action metal. I mean, I don't against metal. I like metal, but I want something more. Piano, shop, ambient. Piano, jazz, music, ambience. That sounds good. That sounds like my jam. Okay. Sorry you can't hear it, but I can hear it on one ear here. I think I'm gonna probably need at least... Oh, Nikki, I'm sorry I'm beating you up with this rope. It is really, really lagging. But we're forging on. There's a reason I use this machine, is because I can afford to beat it up, because I've got 3 others. One is a serger, so that I would definitely not use for this. My husband's used the serger more than I have, but that's another resolution, is to use that more as I venture into more fabric jobs, projects. And then my embroidery machine. My husband uses that one quite a bit just for regular sewing with the dog clothes. And then my heavy duty one for the road. Plus this, that's 4 machines total. Oh, I want to try something funny. I wonder if this will be too heavy. I want to see if she'll go around in a circle while I do it. No, she's not too heavy. We got twisties happening here. And undo them. like twisted rope about this same millimeter, the same gauge, and that's some more plain rope color and cotton, I believe, that I have seen locally. I might try sewing that on this machine too if I get some, because it would be less fibrous. I don't think it comes in that many colors though. I feel like you need a darker color for like a dog bed so it doesn't get dirty. Right? I could dip dye that rope too though. I would probably dip dye it before I make the item. And then sew it together. I wait till it's nicer to really do that, because then I can just be outside to let it dry and stuff. Just hang the rope up. It's too cold right now to do it. Okay. Just trying to untwist it a bit. I kind of realize now why I've left this hanging on the shelf so much, because it's not my favorite material to use. It's just dirty and itchy. Yeah, I like the jazz too. I like vocal jazz. I fell in love with Billie Holiday when I was young. Just love her voice. Nina Simone. My dad saw Etta James. I think actually when he still lived in Scotland, he saw her perform, which I thought was just so cool. Oh, I know. I wouldn't be able to spend all day in a factory working with this. You definitely would have lung issues for sure. And I already have lung issues, so we don't need that. Yeah, I was a preemie baby, so my lungs were not in great shape when I was born. My sisters weren't as bad as mine now, which is good. I'm glad she doesn't have issues like I do. Okay, I think that's good. Keep us going for a little while longer before I have to do it again. La 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 la. Okay. After a couple more times around, I'm gonna measure this compared to the base of the dog bed my dog is currently lying in, and see how much further we have to go. I think this one batch of rope will work. I'm curious to see how much rope it uses. Come on, you can do it, Nikki. It's like a catch-22 because this machine isn't like the heavy-duty one that I use for rope, so I am beating it up a bit, but that's why it gets kind of loud. But I would do this on my other machine if the presser foot would just come up higher. And I could get this rope under there. I mean, I can just get this rope under the other one, but it doesn't have enough clearance, I don't think. Because when I try to sew it, it does not enjoy it. So I'm not sure what that's about. Scottish Mind Games, do you have a favorite jazz album or just jazz musician? Like, is it someone who plays an instrument? Someone who sings? I'm trying to think of mine. The original, like, released Billie Holiday, Lady Day, Lady Sings the Blues is probably my favorite. Mainly just because it was sort of the first one I would listen to front to back when I was younger. I also really love blues too. I don't listen to it as much as I used to, but I really love Robert Johnson blues. This is pretty amazing as well. Oh, come on. Just give it a little hand here, make sure it's not getting stuck. No, it's okay. Go ahead a bit and then just go back and see if that'll... Yeah, that works. Oh... Oh, I'll check that album out. Chet Baker. That's, yeah, one of my dad's favorites. I like Chet Baker a lot. He's great. My dad used to, my dad's way of making sure I didn't become a smoker as I was young was he had 2 albums. I think it was actually tape. Oh, yeah, of course, Oscar Peterson. He's great. Shout out, Canada. Thanks for that. Glenn Gould is another favorite of mine. He's Canadian. Yeah, he is. I love his stuff, especially his Bach variations. I guess that's not jazz, but it's piano. Chet Baker, my dad used to hold up the album of a young release when he was younger, and then one from like 20 years later or something. And because of the smoking on one of the albums, he had a cigarette in his mouth. He's like, "This is what happens when you smoke." And it was like, because he's quite wrinkled as he aged and had quite the lifestyle, so I think he wasn't exactly super kind to his body, and you could see a lot of that age in his face. Me too. Yeah, it was one of my brother's favorite too, and I always thought that Glenn Gould kind of looked like my brother, my late brother. Same sort of like crazy hair. My brother wasn't a piano player, but he was a massive music fan and had hundreds of albums in basically punk, jazz, and classical music. Yeah, it was amazing. Yeah, something about that Variations album. They're both good too. Like there's his first one that he released and then one that he revisited years later. And it's a much different style, sort of slower with the second release. Like he was just more comfortable with the piece maybe, or just trying something different. But yeah. That's totally. That's exactly what I was saying. Yeah, totally. Yeah, me too. I like the later one too. That's my favorite as well. There's a, oh, I guess this is a bebop back of my brain, but like jumping from topic to topic. But one of the gals on one of the opposing teams we used to play in roller derby, their derby name was Chet Faker. She would always do fake and deke outs when she was playing. It was a cool name. That's right, yeah. Maybe that's where I get it from. Or my dad's hums and whistles all the time, and I find myself doing it a lot. I don't even realize I'm doing it half the time. I'm sure I've done it on stream. Oh. Yeah, if you do check out ICP, it's very different than the Bach Variations vibe. Oh my gosh, it would be, right? Yeah, you have to play with all the levels so you don't have the humming, but you do have the... Yeah. My husband's my sound engineer right now. I feel like we're getting close. I'm coming up to a bit of a twist in the rope here, so I'm going to use that as an opportunity to stop sewing. Yeah, that's right. I forgot about that. The little chair. I have a biography book that I've been meaning to read of his for a long time. I have quite a few books I've been meaning to read. That biography is one of them. I have a Chet Baker one too that I want to read. Both sitting beside each other on the shelf. Okay, so I'm going to take this off. Take her off. And see where we're at. Well, I listened to lots of classical music. I've listened to a lot of classical musical in my day. I definitely don't remember who does what a lot of the times. I mean, I could definitely tell the difference between like a Bach piece and a Mozart and maybe Beethoven, but aside from that, I definitely need to do some practice to know who did what thing. My dad, however, is like a encyclopedia for that knowledge. Okay, I'm going to... Phew, pardon me. Oh, I wonder if that's the jute. We'll see. Okay, I'm gonna take my headphones off for a minute here. Phew, pardon me again. Okay, I'm gonna take my mic off for a minute here, and I will be right back in a moment. Here, we'll let hold the mic. Okay, I'll be back. in his bed. Oh, I gotta put my... He's in his bed. So I need to take him out of the bed so I can measure. Wonder if he'll stay up here if I do it. This might be a disaster. We'll see. Hi, sweetie. Hi. Is it going to be big enough? Is it going to be big enough? Oh, I know. I took you out of your bed. Gotta turn you around so everyone can see how cute you are. Okay. I'm gonna sit up. Whoa. You wanna sit up there for a second? Be good. Be good. Be good. Oh, don't do that. No. Immediately gets off. Okay, I think we're good. Okay, stay there on the chair. Sit. So, like, we're kind of close. Dog bed. So I think if I just go around maybe a couple more times, and then we start the walls. Okay, I'll put you back in your bed. There you go. He's back in his bed. This little bed burrito or bed taco. Okay. Go back here by your dad. Good. Oh, he's distracted and now he jumped down. Hopefully I didn't mute myself there or anything. Oh, my mama's sending me some texts with some questions while she's shopping. Yep, that'll be good. We share a house. They're upstairs, we're downstairs. So she's doing some shopping and wants to know what kind of laundry detergent to buy for the new machine. You gotta use like this HE, it has to say HE on it for the newer machines for it to be good, I guess, apparently. Or work or compatible. A-okay, she says. Okay, I can close that thread. It's all set. Go. Does he like the smell of jute? Oh, I didn't hear that because I didn't have my headphones on. I don't know. He didn't stick around. We'll find out if he doesn't want to hang out in this bed once it's made. But I'm going to put like a nice cushion that we'll make and stuff. Pardon me. So I think he'll be okay with it. One way to find out if he doesn't dig it. I know plenty of other puppies I can try it on. 2 more in the house. Our larger dog, Buddy, does always try to fit into Riff's bed. So, I just gotta tie this stupid hair up. I like it down, but it gets in the way. Okay. Okay, so let's say about 2 more times around, then we're gonna make some walls on this puppy. Puppy. Are you familiar with Discord at all, Scottish Mind Games? Do you use that ever? I'm new to Discord too, so I'm sort of figuring that out as well. I'm finding in lots of the different streams, people will put the things they make or stuff that they're talking about or links or just jokes or general chat that they sort of keep off of Twitch in Discord. So it's like a good way to also sort of communicate and share stuff. So I'm sort of navigating that as well. So I'm trying to remember to ask people as I meet them in the chats if they're on there as well. The upside is you'll get to see more pictures of my puppies on there. And other makes that I might make and that I might not do right on stream. 2.5. We're going to go up. Still on this one. Can already tell this one's going to be like super floppy when I put the walls on it. No, yeah, okay. Pardon me. Yeah, I'm not really, I feel like I either have to know their user handle or get a link from someone who's already on Discord in order to get an invite to their channel or server, I guess it is, when it's on Twitch. Still sort of trying to figure that out. Only got a couple people on there right now. I'm pretty sure, I think mine would just come up if you type short gal, but I'm not totally sure because I don't know how it all works really yet. I did create a server and created a couple little like chats and tabs where you could do certain things. Like I have my kids have paws section for photos of people's shop dogs or pets and things. And then I also have some makes work in progress or completed things I've made. And a pun section. Sewing puns are much appreciated. Doesn't have to always be sewing though. You know what? I think I am just going to start going up because it really was as big as the part where he lays. It just doesn't need to be as big as the entire radius diameter of the bed because it had cushioning on the side. So we're going up. This is where I sort of hide behind the rope for a while. Actually, I can push my machine over a bit. So I'm not right behind it. But I kind of have to look over anyway at it, so kind of behind it anyway. It's going back to where it was. Yeah, that's how I found. Someone told me to type !Discord in their chat. I did try that on a couple other people the other day, but it didn't bring up a link. It did the first time I did it after a streamer said to do it. But maybe the other people I did it with didn't have a link to Discord. That could be what it was. Got it, okay. So I should, yeah, okay, so I'll look more closely at my Twitch settings and see where I can set that command up via Twitch so it goes into Discord. I'm assuming it'll just be right in the inner settings of it, and it'll just, you have to paste your link and save it so it does it automatically in your chat when people type it in. Trying to like split up my days. Like I'll spend parts of the time streaming and then certain times in Twitch and Discord just trying to like navigate and figure things out. And then another part of the day just sort of having fun and chatting and socializing. So I think that's a good part too. This thing is getting really twisted really quickly. I'm gonna have to take it off and untwist it if I want to do this without it being a pain. Oh, it really is, isn't it? I don't want to have to stop and start a lot when I have this on. Oh, we have some thread stuck in the bobbin. Oh, did we run out? We might have run out of bobbin. We did. Oh my gosh, it's so dirty. Where did I put my little brush? Oh, there it is. See that? Can you guys see that? Sort of flesh colored, so it's hard to see. So messy. Ugh. Yeah, right? You have to have really tiny fingers to like, really skinny. Try and braid or twist them all together. Come on, bobbin. There we go. Okay, so we'll do the untwisting before I go back on and forget. This way. Okay, I'm gonna lay it out so it's all nice and untwisted, preferably. Just likes to twist, and even after I untwist it and lay it back up, it just goes right back to where it was, which is mildly annoying. Oh, look at this, we're at the end. Well, way down here, but I'm gonna cut that tape end off yet till I'm closer to it. Okay, so we'll see. The sides are just gonna be, for the moment, as high as this rope will let us, but I mean, I do have two or three more rolls of this, or bunches of it. I am going to take the headphones off just because I am finding them a little bothersome. And I can keep an eye on the chat fairly easily. So I'm not going to worry about that too much. Some people that have like really super busy chats, I'm just like, how do they even keep up with it? I mean, mine will probably be like that. That when you're at that point too, that's why you have mods. They can kind of pick things up that you might miss, help you welcome new followers that can chime in or comment. I don't. That's the whole thing too. Is like I don't even really know how you get mods, or like, do people volunteer to be it, or do you ask them, or is there like a mod pool you can go in and look at? I don't know. I think I'll ask those questions in Discord and see what people say. I don't want to ask them in chats. I could whisper it to them, chatting to people that are okay answering questions. Vintage sewing lady? Sewing gal? Sewing? I have to double check her username. She's been really sweet about saying that she could be a resource for me as a newbie on Twitch and Discord, so I think I will utilize that. I will double check her username too and make sure I let you guys know. I might just check now because I want to make sure I'm giving her a proper shout out since I'm talking about her. So let's go into here and have a quick peek. Oops, got to spell it right first for it to come up properly. Yeah, Vintage Sew Gal is her username on Twitch. In case. Yeah. She's been very sweet and extending the offer to help me out with certain things, so I will take her up on that when I am off stream. It looks like she's playing a game and knitting or crocheting at the moment. The quick seconds I had when I was on there. Backwards. I kind of lose myself a bit when I'm on this machine. I'm like, where am I going? What am I doing? Muscle memory from using the other machine kind of takes over, and I'm like, oh, there's no knob there. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I haven't done a raid yet. I did, was chatting sort of on the whisper section with a couple other people because I had the raid settings on mine that you couldn't, they default to a certain setting, which we didn't realize. So when someone was trying to support me and raid me the other day, they couldn't get in. So they let us know that that setting was probably on, so we went and changed it. And so I said I would probably practice raids back as well, even if it's just like 3 or 4 of us going from here to there. I think it's all about, you know, the intended support, regardless of how many people you're bringing with you. I think that's very smart. We'll get there. I'm hoping by the end of, maybe by next stream, we'll do raids. Or maybe we could try one at the end, depending on who's online. I don't actually know what I have to push to start a raid, so I might have to get my techie guy when he's off his computer to help me do that at the end of this stream. What time are we at? I need to have a clock that's right in front of me. Oh my gosh, it's 11:51 already. Yikes! And we haven't gotten any closer to finishing. Well, we have. We're starting the walls, but gotta sew. But I'm not in a rush. It's just gonna, oh, that does not sound good. Okay, it's just full of fiber. It is okay. I'm probably gonna have to hide a little behind the machine here. So I'll pull this back so I can put my elbow on it. Some walls up on this puppy. I did post on my schedule it was 10 till noon, but that was sort of a minimum. I'm happy to go over if I'm in the middle of a project or the energy's there. Yeah, I'll have a closer look in a sec. Is it catching? It is. Despite all this noise, it is doing what it needs to do. It's just doing it loudly. think once we have this sort of limiter switch and different things that we're looking to add tech-wise to our supplies, it will make the machine less loud, and it will also sort of cut out the noise if I start to talk and sew at the same time. But we have already made some purchases already for tech supplies, so we're gonna pace ourselves into it. Gotta be smart with our budget. Oh, I don't want to feed through there because it's gonna get fiber all over my other thread. Change that up. Perfect. And I'm gonna go back and take a couple sips of this coffee. Also, I need to give her a name still. Any suggestions, Scottish Mind Games? I can put her here. She won't affect. This little cute, succulent, stuffy pot is at the top of my stocking. So I guess technically it's from Santa. Because I also love plants. Ooh. Oh, she does have a pink flower. She doesn't look like... So I'm going to calling her Yum Yum after Yum Yum Bedlam, which is another one of the... I want her on a t-shirt from the ICP band because that'd be cute. She's more of like a carnivorous plant though. This one's more of a succulent. Truthfully, I don't think I'm going to make another one of these anytime soon with this rope. This is not my favorite. I think I will try and source out the other rope though, but I have 3 more of these I need to use. I don't want to, well, I could untwist it. But do I want to do that? I don't know. Okay, now I'm just sort of jumping all around as I blab about. It's like so floppy. I gotta. I used to put this little statue up here. He was a bit heavy, but I used to put this Easter Island head statue here to hold things up when I made them like this. Maybe I should bring him back. He's across the room looking at me now. See, they're coming. Sides are coming. Got a couple inches. I feel like I'm hiding. Okay, I can probably take that off now. Ah, I think I got some of the fiber in my eyeball. What can I use? I'm just looking around to see what I can maybe use to keep this up. Let's try this mug. There we go, that'll work. I don't really want it to flop down all that much while I'm not holding it, because you can sort of bend your needle that way. It's not good. Okay. Oh, I'm definitely gonna have to change my clothes after this. I'm just covered in the fibers. I can see it. Worse than dog hair. Okay. Okay, okay. I mean, I get it. I am beating it up. And she's... Oh, I think it might actually have a little bit of a... Oh, it had a loose thread. It came off. Yeah. But while I've got it off, we'll have a look. Okay, so... The way it's sort of bowling, it's sort of coming up a bit. That's probably because the rope was getting tangled and it wasn't untwisting it enough as I fed it into the base. So that's why it's sort of not totally flat. It may settle once you have weight on it over time. Sometimes it won't. It depends on the rope. This is fairly floppy-ish rope, so more likely to settle. If it's really firm, it won't. But yeah, okay, we've got a decent little edge, and we've got, what do we got? We've got, stand up while I do this. Close my eyes, shake a bit of this off. Whew. I know. I'm almost done at this point, but I already did talk about wearing a mask next time. So I'm gonna hang the mask right up by the jute rope so that I wear it next time. There we go. So it's 2 more rolls I have of it, so. I might use it to just try and make like a little rug or something and maybe wrap a little. Well, I don't know if wrapping this rope would be beneficial. I'll save that for the upholstery rope. We'll see. There's 2 more rolls that we can play with. May or may not be dog beds. For today, this is going to be as big as just this length of rope because I think one batch of this a session is enough with all these fibers flying around. Let's go backwards, see if that helps it. Bobbin time, bobbin time. The thread either broke from the bobbin or we need a new one. I didn't think we'd need a new one that soon, but you never know. Okay, gonna pull off. Sorry if that was loud. Oh, I mean, I know it's fibrous, but every time I open the bobbin case, I'm like, oh my God, what the hell? So dirty. So gross. Oh my gosh, if I take this casing off here, I almost should after just to have a look. I mean, I'm gonna have to clean it anyway. It's probably gonna be so full of junk. Okay, we have one last bobbin, which is perfect because we only have like maybe 10 feet of rope left. 2 of me. I measure things in short gals, which is 5-foot increments. At least for rope, anyway. Let's get that in. Okay, I'm feeding a little too long a thread there. We've got lots of it, but it shouldn't be an excuse to be wasteful. Sometimes when you're near the bitter end, though, you're just kind of like, whatever gets it done. Oh, I should have moved this way so it didn't get too fibrous. We're like practically done now, though, so really, what's the difference? Okay, we'll move it after. I'm gonna try my best not to be distracted. When I'm cooking, I'm often distracted by like keeping the kitchen clean as I go. I know it's silly, but I'm a little like obsessive about those kinds of things of tidiness and it can get in the way of me actually getting crap done because I'm too busy trying to keep things tidy as I go. I gotta like embrace the chaos, I think. Because I mean, if you look at like lots of artists and chefs and different people, they are often quite chaotic in the way they organize things. It's not a bad thing. It's just, I think, it attracts a certain personality type. I think I'm definitely type A when it comes to, oh my gosh, this poor machine is so loud. He's probably getting pretty dried out from all the fibers. Maybe my machine is a he, she. I just said he. I never refer to my machine as a he. Anyway. It's probably just, clean me, please. You barely ever use me, and then you take me out and you beat me up. This is my rope saying this. I mean, my machine. In case anyone's tuned in and thinks I'm talking about a person. Shout out to the lurkers. Happy you're here. No need to comment. I just wanted you to know that I see you. We're on the home stretch here with this loud, fibrous jute journey. Whew. Okay, we're close enough that I can cut this off now. I often don't like picking the tape off the rope and then using it because it can also have sticky stuff on the rope, and then that adhesive gets into the machine. It's not good for it. Does it, like the jute, you mean, does it irritate it? It is a little bit. Like, I'm just aware of it feeling itchy. No redness or bumps, though. And my throat seems fine. But I think I will maybe wear the mask next time, which would be kind of weird on stream, but, you know, just be like pandemic times. I'll just say my sewing machine has COVID, so I'm masking up. I'll probably put my eye drops in too after this. Okay, it's like the last 5 feet of rope. I do have to be mindful of how it sits this way so it stays straight up. In the past, we've put something on the side of the machine to hold it up straight, like a paint stick or something, like the flat ones you stir the paint with. Pardon me. Because if you let it come in too much this way as you're going around, you can make your circumference smaller, and then it will narrow in, which is a cool look for some bowls and baskets, but not what we want right here. Maybe if I was doing like a cat one with a smaller fabric, smaller rope, that would be cool. I should try making one of those. Give it to my friend for her cat. I want to show her how to get online because I think she would really enjoy Twitch. And she could totally do it too. She loves to color and she's really good at drawing. I think that'd be her jam. And to get her to draw me some pictures, and then I could do them on my embroidery machine or hand embroidery. So a collab stream. So I'm thinking of multiple friends that I think that would be cool. Two in particular. About 5 inches left. Will it make it? That's what she said. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Oh, we got like 1.5 inches, and now it's stuck. Oh, there we go. We're gonna just roll with it. Go back with it. Retrace our steps. Go forward. Sew over this one, 1 and 5, and see how this works. And just trying to finish off the very end bit here, so it won't fray. It's thicker rope, so I can't really do a full like blanket stitch around it. Well, my version of a blanket stitch on the machine. Okay. It's not actually a blanket stitch, I shouldn't say that. Just wraps around the edge of it and back into the rope. Okay. Cut a little bit of pick myself up, dust myself off, and start all over again. Oh my goodness. And then we'll take some measurements for cushion making. Okay, sweet. I think that's like pretty good. I'm gonna take off. Actually, I gotta check for holes first, right? I almost forgot. And the best way to do that is to flip it inside out, because usually while you're flipping it, you can see where you might have vulnerable bits where the zigzag may not have reached both pieces of rope that you're trying to attach together. It's good to flip over a piece too, because sometimes it will sit a bit differently. I don't know why, like it might be flatter once you've done it, flipped it inside out. So it's always good to test it out before you decide how you want a piece to lie. I think that this is sort of the same either way. Don't think it, I'm gonna put it back the way it was. Safety, yeah, you only get one set of lungs, that's true. Might have been working hard since I was little. Okay, I'm gonna take this stuff off my machine and move it a little bit. And then I'm gonna just put like a different cushion in here and pop the puppy in it and see what he does. But I will move some stuff out of the way since he wanted to like adventure right away last time I put him up here. And I'm gonna move this stuff so that when I'm cleaning up, I'm not getting the fibers everywhere. This goes in the garbage. Out for a minute. Okay, I will also take the bobbin out. I think I'll put this. Okay. Is it there? Here. Just talking out loud while I do stuff. Talking out loud while I do stuff. That's kind of streaming in a nutshell, right? Sorry, I just blew right on the camera there. I'm just like, just realizing like, ooh, I don't want any of this junk to get in my camera. Oh, jingling. Oh, it's still the presser foots for this machine inside there. Okay, so we'll clean this out in here a little bit. And then just clean this parts of it off a little bit first. Okay, that off for now. Put my bobbin casing back in where it belongs. And move her over. Oh, okay, actually I'm gonna put her on the ground for a minute. And I will put my puppy up here. Okay, lots of room. Semi-tidy. Okay, puppy wuppy. Dog bed. Up. Okay, we'll get a little cushion here. Maybe we'll just fold another cushion, like a blanket or something, and then next the cushion inside it. Now, okay, we're just going to use his little blankie that he's got here for now. It'll be a bigger cushion, like plushier, but for now, it's just, you know, warm, so it's cozy. I'll prep the size I want for sewing and then stuffing, and then we'll do that probably on the next stream. It'll be Wednesday. I mean, I might be streaming sooner too if I want to go on and stream, but those are my like for sure times. I'll definitely be there. So it's worth checking in daily. I'm just sort of setting those, pacing myself through the must-dos sort of for my goals that I want to meet. Anything else is gravy. Okay, puppy. Oh, he's coming right to me. Oh, little stretchy stretch. Want to try your new bed? Want to try your new bed? What do you think? What do you think? You look so tiny in it. Like, it looks like it's too little for him, but like this, when he lies down, he's like the perfect size for it. Do you want to lie down? You might not get cozy because he's like on the table and he's like, what? I don't think you will. Can you sit? Good boy. Good boy. Sit and yeah, give me a little snuggies. Yeah, he's a cutie. He's facing the wrong way though. Gotta face the camera. But he doesn't realize that there's a camera. I think that will work just fine. Just gonna see it here, chill, see if he like. Oh, thank you for the kisses. See if he'll settle in it. We'll just see. We'll just see. Because like he is used to like being put up in odd spots and chilling. Oh, I'm gonna move his bed slightly over to the center so he doesn't jump off. Can you sit? Can you sit? Good boy. Now put your paws in. Oh, it slid because I didn't have the edge of it on the mat there. No, can you lie down? Can you lie down? Just chill. Just chillax. Oh, puppy back rub. Puppy back rub. Oh, okay, bum to the camera. That's not what we want to see. I don't want people to log on and just see doggy butthole. Are you gonna settle? You might not. Let's see if he does. Give it a couple more minutes. Bless you. Bless you. No, 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 that's not for you. Trying to drink my coffee. I think he's just more like thrilled that he's up here. I don't normally get to go on this specific counter. Usually that loud machine's on it. Are you going to settle beside your bed? And sits down beside it. But he's been sleeping all morning. Can you sit? Can you sit? Good job. Good job. We're not going to force the issue. I think if I leave it out, he will go in it when it's time. But we will take a picture of you in it once we've got the cushion and stuff made. Okay. Okay, wave goodbye to the cat. Well, I'm sticking around for a little bit. Okay, so take his blanket off. Actually, I'm going to trace it first. Measure it first, I mean to say. It's like 13.5 inches, I'd say, for cushioning. Let's see if it should be similar all the way around. You can flip it over and do it that way too. Sometimes that's a better way. Yeah, 13.5. So I'll write that down. Where did I put? Oh, it's right under my thread. Refuse. Okay, I'm gonna write it in this note section. 13.5 wide. And then we're also going to do height for the cushion, which is only about like 4 inches to this top. So I'll maybe do it a 3-inch cushion. 3-inch high. How the heck do you spell cushion? Is it like how it sounds? Oh, I majored in English Lit and I'm the worst speller ever. Embarrassing, but it's the truth. Did somebody say doggy butthole? I did say doggy butthole. Did you miss the doggy butthole? I can pick the puppy up again and show you. I was trying to make him sit down in the bed. It's just got one of his blankies in it. Sorry, I didn't see when you actually commented. That's why I should probably have my headphones on. They were bugging me. So the plan is, now that we've made this basket, I'm just measuring so that I can do a cushion to put inside it. But my doggy was a bit like weirded out that I was letting him up on the sewing counter where the loud machine is on the table. He's usually never allowed to go on. Auto. Auto modded, like, meaning what? You just are a mod on other channels, so you just went into mod mode when you came here? Is that what you mean? Totally okay. I was mentioning earlier, I'm like, I don't really know how I get mods. If I ask people or they volunteer. So, appreciate the auto mod, even if it's just a one-time thing. Okay. So I've already measured this, so I'm gonna put it somewhere and see if he'll actually like settle in it when it's lying around. He probably will. Or my big, huge dog will try, which would be funny. I'll make sure I get a picture and put that in the Discord if they do. Dog, oh, I see. Okay, so it is literally like an auto mod type thing for the language. Gotcha. Especially since I don't have like restrictions on my account about the content. Gotcha. I mean, I'm still sort of deciding what I want, if I want an age cap on it or not. So I guess, yeah, that's the drawback. I might get some people comments turned out since it's just open right now. Do you say your username as Taddy Bidet? I'm just curious. A play on teddy bear and bidet. Okay, so I'm gonna pop the little dog bed down and see if he settles. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. See what he does. It's in a spot on the couch where maybe he'll use it. See what he does. I'm gonna bring this stuff over while I have my machine not here. And I'm going to put a few things on some hoops for some future projects. He decided to get classy. Okay, the blue one's for the blue fabric, and this is for this one. Toilet after dark. Yeah, on the chats, I'm finding like as soon as I say hi or make myself known, people are like, is that a streamer name? You must be a streamer. And I'm like, I am a new streamer, but I've had the Short Gal Sewing name for ages as, I guess, just like my social networking name when I first went on Facebook and Instagram for my sewing business. But I guess it does sound pretty like specific, especially to the maker community, right? I like to bounce around between the makers and the music and the chatting and even the gaming too. I don't game myself, but I like watching games. I've seen my fair share because my hubby's a gamer. I mean, eventually maybe I'll get into something, but the ones I've tried, I'm sort of hopeless. I'm the character that's in the corner trying to figure out how to turn my person around and yelling frantically because I don't remember which button does what. That's going to be tighter. The intention with this is some nice linen fabric. It's remnant fabric that I get from Moss Gray, which is a slow fashion clothing company locally. And I will do repairs for them every now and then. They don't often need repairs on their clothing, but if someone's really wearing out a piece that they've purchased from them and they want it fixed, they will contact me and I will repair a hole or whatever. Usually like stuff under the armpit or like a thigh rub type of stuff. Where you want to patch it up and keep wearing it. I'm all about making your clothes last. We have enough textiles in the world to clothe everybody for years and years. So I think we should make stuff last. So I'm just tapping it to see how tight it is. Where's the puppy? Did he settle in it yet? Where did he go? Oh, well, okay. If you start barking out there, you're coming back in. He wants out. We'll see what happens. Let him out. He might just be looking for his playmate who lives upstairs. Gemma, my auntie. She's a dog. Okay, I think that's good. I can always tighten it later when I come back and do the actual embroidery. So this one, my intention is to, I'm going to use some smaller rope. I just moved it over here. Actually, I should double check in my scrap rope bin first, because this will be perfect for that if I have the right size. This is the, oh no, that's, yeah, that's thicker. No, I don't have it in there. So we'll just cut off a little bit. I want to make like a 2026 up here will be labeled, and then this whole hoop is going to be different little stitches that I've learned. Throughout the year. Little sort of project. It's not going to be daily because that's not realistic for me. I'm going to say weekly. That's much more realistic. I'll either practice a stitch that I've already learned in order to make it better, or just one that I enjoy. I really love doing daisy stitches. Daisies are my favorite. So I want to like sort of make these into like little numbers. So then I'm going to like pin these down in like number shapes. 2026, and then embroider right over them. And then do all the stitches down here. And I could fill this and do another one as well. It doesn't all have to fit on here for the whole year. So I don't think I'll need a lot of this rope. I think this will be enough. So that's the plan here. So, but I'm not actually doing that now. I'm just sort of prepping it for when I want to do it. Put that to the side, and then I'll put some on here. This hoop, I'm thinking I might actually, here, I'll put it on my head while I'm waiting. Oh, did I lose a camera? Oh, no, I didn't. Okay. Oh, I got fibers on this already. Even though it was sitting on the other table. This is jersey, like t-shirt fabric, and it has a design on it I really like. And I wanted to turn it into like an embroidery project just for fun, and just kind of go back over it. I use it as my template. It's like an old school tape with all the stuff come out. Looks like a jelly. I love jellyfish. On my tattoo lists as well, I want a cool jellyfish. And I want an octopus. Those are my two sort of sea creature themes I would like. Jellyfish might go on this arm. Octopus is going to be a cover-up on my hip. A very big one, so I got to save up for that. Right now I have world's worst dolphin with waves around it. Don't get tattoos and shop by price when you're 18. It's not a good idea. Who knew that? My parents were right. I might put some stabilizer behind this along with the... I don't think I'm gonna... I think I'm gonna... Sorry, I'm like thinking as I do this. I'm gonna put it on the hoop, and then I can put the stabilizer on in just a circle shape without it being stretched on after the fact. And I don't need to fit the whole thing because they're sort of made so that you can like move the hoop however. Like if I was doing embroidery on a big blanket, I would just move the hoop around as I go. Oh, my halo is disappearing. Oh, you're moving it down? Oh, look, it did die? Oh, that's funny. I thought it had died, and then I looked over and it was fine, and now it's gone. So we're just on the overhead for now. It's no biggie, which... That was interesting, because it was at like 100%, wasn't it?
Yeah, but
When we looked at it.
the DJI will charge off of
But the camera won't.
can't this won't. The older technology have UV to it.
Oh,
like
okay.
The newer device.
Gotcha. Just having that. The camera dies faster than the DJI camera that we have above.
That's why I want to.
Oh, the DJI doesn't die as fast because it can charge as it's running.
Yeah.
My Fuji camera, however, is different. Okay, so we're gonna put this on. I think I want to start with the tape, and I did this way too quick, and I wasn't paying attention when I cut it. And I kind of caught myself there, so unfortunately, it's gotta... I don't have to get that in, though. I can go over that and add my own embellishments. It's just a rough guide for the design itself. I would love to make an embroidery patch that is the cassette tape. I think that would be really cute. And have like different album names on it. This one says Jellyfish. Just like this kind of an embroidery patch here. This is one I got for Christmas. I thought it's funny. This is fine. World's on fire, but it's okay. I'm just gonna sit here and make my stuff and roll with the punches that the world seems to be presenting itself. You guys know what I mean, right? Yeah, I know. My husband's like, shh, don't say anything about politics.
Why aren't you?
The headphones were kind of trying to bug me, and I was being able to pretty much keep an eye on chat anyway, so I didn't need them to be reading out to me. I mean, I can put them back on. Just don't get used to them if you don't wear them, right? Are they still, is it still plugged in? It's not plugged in anymore, so there's no point in me wearing them.
Whatever you want.
That's okay. I'm not going to stream for a lot longer anyway. I mean, I may come back on this evening, but I'm just going to get these on. Actually, maybe I'll pick out my colors while I'm on stream still, too. But I can say but.
Oh.
I just can't say butthole. Or I guess I can say it, but you can't comment it.
You can allow it. You can allow it. You're just being overly.
I know, protective of the... Okay, so I'm just pulling this fabric through a bit. You don't want to pull it too tight because you don't want it to warp the jersey. Like, you don't want to stretch it so much that once you've got your embroidery and stuff in and it shrinks back, it looks weird. Like, it's enough that it'll still hold the image shape, which is kind of a fine line. But that's also where the stabilizer, once I put that on here, I'm going to cut out a circle of it and put it here. And it'll make it better for going through. And just, yeah. Da-da-da. It is pretty loose still, but because of the nature of this fabric, it's just going to be how it is. It might be a pretty big pain in the butt. Part of me is wondering if maybe I should have just traced this whole image onto the stabilizer. And then I just have the image on the back as a reference going through on different fabric, but thinking about it. I can say butthole, but you can't. Yeah. Butthole.
I need TB for my bungholio.
Okay. Okay, I don't have the other stuff on now, so I can take my hair down. I can feel it still damp too, so I don't want it up the whole time. I definitely have sensory issues with noise and stuff with my brain, so I don't love using the blow dryer. And in winter, it's just such a pain in the butt because it takes forever to dry. Okay. tangled. I'm gonna just roll with this. I mean, if it's not working and it's too finicky to use, I can take it off and I can trace it and go from there. So there's no like massive rules here. It's about as tight as it's gonna be to let me. But without it shrinking back too much. Okay. Pull out my embroidery colors and take the drawer right out. So we can pick what we're doing here. Up. Okay, hopefully this light up here is not blinding you. Yeah, okay, I'm into that too. Wait, is there enough for both of us? Great. Leftovers for lunch. I'm gonna pick out my colors and then I will say goodbye for this morning, the morning stream. First of my regular schedule. But I want to pick out my colors in the meantime for this job. Okay, I think I'll start with the tape, cassette tape first. God, that's darker gray. I mean, it doesn't have to be the same colors that are in here, but and some black. That green's quite, that's just Shiko thread. I want to save that. All this thread I got to save because it's different. Yeah, I'm going to make a cushion for it. Just playing with it, see if it'll work. Okay, so we've got the gray and we've got some blues. There's some yellow and red. Yellow. And some green. Yellow, green, blue. Oh, I might have put the red in with the Christmas supplies because I was using a lot. Oh yeah, because I used the red thread for the top of the little Grinch ball ornaments I made. So I'm gonna have to dig the red embroidery thread out of that box. I think it got put in there. But in the meantime, we can pick out some other colors. I want to do a blend of the browns, I think, in this area. And a couple other blues, because I think I'm going to add a bit more stuff to it as well. I think, oh, and white, we need white. White always gets left behind. I didn't pull it out already. No, I didn't. Okay, and some white. Okay, lots of colors, but let's work our way through these. And we'll use the gray first. Maybe I should choose a gray. No, I'll just do what I can with this gray. I can always blend in the a different color gray once I get it. I might need to buy more gray. So. Okay. So this. Okay, so these will be for this job. And this, I gotta sew down the rope first before we pull out more embroidery thread. So these will be jobs that I'm not sure if they'll be on morning streams or the extra streams. We'll find out. See how, I think I don't want to set it to be too rigid in what I make, just sort of whatever I feel like making. And it stays fun. Okay, I'll dig out the red off camera. So I gotta go into the depths of the crawl space, I think. I don't know if I kept it out or not. I don't think I did. Okay, so now if you guys bear with me, I'm gonna look at the computer here and see if I can figure out how to do a raid, even if it's just a really itty bitty little one. Oh, but we'll see. Let me, actually do I have to do it on a PC or can I do it on a laptop? I could probably do it on a, I'm gonna do it on, look on here and see. With me. I'm gonna see if I can do a raid, babe. Since I'm gonna go off stream. Pardon? You don't want to be on camera? So I'm gonna poke around here in my see. Auto mode, activity feed, blah, 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 blah. I think it's better to do it on the PC. Oh, my throat. Feed. Home browse. Could just Google it too. Get the directions up there. Oh, I gotta move my camera down. So you can see my pretty face. Oh, these glasses. I'm still not used to these glasses on camera. When I can get more new glasses again, I'm gonna get a pair that are just clear. But these do help me with screens and bright lights. They help with my sensitivities that can cause migraines, so they are important. Even though they make me look like Roy Orbison. But like, maybe a slightly sexier Roy Orbison. Okay, I'm going to look and see if there are... Don't see
like a thing.
Red. Okay, we're trying to see. Where's the puppy? I'll put him up here just for a little minute, so you might as well get to see the puppy while we're figuring it out.
Okay, there you go. On raid.
But I gotta make sure I add all the other users too.
Oh, okay, first.
Okay, I go back to here. I gotta see who's on. Live following channels. We could do Fairwing. Well, Fairwings has been rated a lot already today, I noticed. So maybe Vintage Sogal. She's a lovely lady who was saying that I could ask her any kind of questions I liked about Twitch and Vintage Sogal. And Discord. I meant to finish my sentence there and I didn't. I do that noise a lot, I find. Well, I need to put like a pair of eyeballs on the camera here so I'm like always remembering to look. I have googly eyes somewhere.
There's no one.
Oh, okay. Oh, I thought it said live following channels sorted by recommended. That's weird.
How do you spell?
Oh, there's an unexpected error. Let me just go back here. Just a sec. I'll look right here. It's different on, I'm going to do it on the phone because I'm using the phone more than the tablet for the things. Or we could do the sibling chart show Moko made. It's like siblings that craft together. Oh, Art and Jess, is she live? Art and Jess is live. Let's do Art and Jess. She's awesome. I mean, everybody on here is awesome, but she's live right now too. And she's hilarious. If you're not following Art and Jess, you'll get a kick out of her channel. Just all lowercase Art and Jess. She's super fun. She's like
73 people.
eccentric and all sorts of fun and very active. She got me on Discord. She was my first Discord invite. So if you want to have some fun and have some eccentric gal laugh and friendly yelling, she's your gal. We're ready to raid. My first raid, everybody. Let's see if it works.
No chicken.
Okay. We think we're doing it right. Hopefully we do it right. I don't know if I should like announce in the chat that I want it's my first raid. I'm excited. Is it weird and silly that I'm excited? It is weird and silly that I'm excited. Does that mean I'm stopped streaming when it happens? Thank you for tuning in, everybody that was around. Okay. Oh, it worked.